Good morning. I don't know where you are, but where I live in my area, it seems like there's a whole bunch more people who are identifying as Christians. Now, you notice I said identifying, I didn't say behaving like Christians, especially when we're driving 85 miles an hour on the tollway. It's crazy. What I'm referring to are bumper stickers and all sorts of things like that that identify people as Christians. I've written before about what I think are 3 types of Christians, but I think I found a 4th. But first, let me say that I'm not trying to judge anyone. I don't have any way of knowing if someone has a genuine faith in Jesus or not. All I can do is make assumptions based on their behavior. Here are the 4 types. Number 1, the committed. They're not perfect, no one is, but they're striving to behave in line with their beliefs, which are from the Bible. They're intentional. They try hard to follow through, and they're disciplined and seek to be like Jesus as best they can. Number 2, the cautious. They go to church, they profess faith in Jesus, but their behavior falls way short. And usually because they're wary of causing disagreements with non-believers. These are the lukewarm people that John wrote about in Revelation. Their future is in jeopardy. Number 3, the carnal. They claim they're Christian because their family's always gone to church or some other silly reason, but they're too busy. They regularly show their behavior is too often pursuing the desires of the flesh. Sensual pleasures and appetites control them more than they realize. And here's the new one, number 4, the consumer. I'm seeing this more and more. It's like buying a cell phone. They shop for the services and the style that they like. The Bible is not their guide. Their worship preferences, everything they want, it's all based on how they probably grew up with their family background, not going on what God desires for worship from the Bible. They go with the flow regarding social issues that clash with the Bible because the goal is for everyone to be happy, however they define it. Have you ever met a consumer Christian? More importantly, could you be one? So how should we respond to each of these behaviors? Well, I'm going to suggest the following. For the committed Christian, compliment them for their efforts and their acts of service for the Lord, and encourage them when they're struggling and have problems. For the cautious Christian, engage them. Be their friend. See if you can't get them into a weekly Bible study, and then have deeper conversations whenever possible. Start with topics that you know you're going to agree on. For the carnal Christian, question them on social issues and key faith issues. Ask them what they believe, followed by why. Try to guide them to also look for answers in the Bible. Now for the consumer Christian, and this might be the biggest group, unfortunately, it's how Americans think nowadays. It's the Burger King approach. Have it your way. As you know, Christianity isn't a buffet line where you pick and choose what sounds tasty to you, especially when it comes to behavior, family relationships, worship, and all those kind of things. Probably the example that concerns me the most is when I heard people say, well, they switched churches because the new one is where their kids want to go so they can be with their friends. Yikes! Is that how you choose a church? Sadly, the parents too often give in. Who's leading the family? Hopefully not the kids. If you're a committed Christian, you'll care about them enough to invite them for coffee and confront them directly about what you see. Not in a critical way, but have Scripture to support your concern. And do it all in love. I know this is tough teaching today, but when you consider what's at stake, eternity, your friends are worth it. Have a great week. Life moves fast, right? But what if you could take just 5 minutes each week to pause and reflect on something really meaningful? Welcome to Mondays with Mark, a devotional that shares spiritual thoughts inspired by the Bible. Regardless of where you are, it only takes 5 minutes for our short episodes to help you reconnect with timeless wisdom in the middle of your busy week. If this devotional has touched your heart, please consider supporting us financially. Your generosity helps us continue spreading hope and encouragement to listeners of all ages. So, take 5 minutes to ponder, reflect, and grow with Mondays with Mark.